So we're going to do a practice, okay? This is going to introduce our prayer. Okay, and we'll get started at some point. We're going to do a practice. I'm going to ask you to, and we're going to get Ode to Joy ready to go. We ready to go, Krista? We got it. That's a full yes? Okay. So we're going to take a look at the screen. And I'm going to ask everyone just to watch very carefully and to place your attention as best you can. And as your attention wanders, I'm going to ask if you can place your attention again. But we're going to take 2 minutes to prepare the clip. Watch the annoyance that's going to come up in your voice because you want the next action to happen because you're bored, right? Because your attention, right, has been stolen so many times. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So let's just get quiet so nothing disturbs our attention. And we're going to prepare for the clip. We're going to take about 2.5 minutes just to drop in to a simple true self meditation. Let your thoughts wander in and wander out. And then keep placing your attention just on one word, Amor. Amor is love, the Eros that animates reality. Just come back to that word. That's the mantra, to borrow the term from 𝗣𝗿𝗰𝗶𝗰𝗶, 𝗣𝗿𝗰𝗰𝗶 8th century. Okay, that's Amor. So just breathe. Your attention wanders and you're thinking about that and that. It comes back to center, Amor, which is my true self. And it's the outrageous love that is the center of my being. And notice I'm meditating not on awareness, I'm meditating on the Eros, which is the center of my identity. Right? The love that lives inside of me, the desire to connect, the desire to be seen and to see. So we're going to take 2-3 minutes before we go into the second part of the attention exercise. Okay? So gentle, so tender. Right? Quivering tenderness, quivering gentleness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just saying hello. We're just introducing. We're just finding our way in. So 3 minutes. Super gentle, placing our attention, the placing of the heart. Go. Watch carefully. Place your attention. Watch every face. Every face. Every face. Handshake. Help him conduct if you can. He needs help conducting. Wow. Who's conducting? He needs help. My hand. Now watch for a second. Watch for a second. Watch for a second. Now stay close. Stay close. Hold it there. Hold it there. Now watch what happened. What happened? So we're in a square. Someplace, I don't know, Firenze. Okay? Someplace. We're in a square in Italy. This is the first time this was done. Now stay close. Now, at the end of that clip, they're playing Ode to Joy, written by Schiller, right? Adopted by Beethoven. All right, we'll get to Ode to Joy in a second. In that square, you look at people's faces in the beginning, they were having an ordinary day, right? All the issues, all the contractions, all the traumas, all the stuff. Within a period of, how long was that clip? 6, 7, it was obviously a shortened, right? But a very short time, people were seduced. That was a seduction scene, wasn't it? That was a seduction scene. Now, had anything objectively changed in that square? Was there one, did someone win a lottery, get a new job, right? Reconstitute a relationship that they wanted to, work out some big issue, have some major insight. Did any of that happen? There were no new objective pieces of exterior data-driven, measurable information. None of that happened. Fair? And yet, I think we can all agree that we actually experienced ourselves at least a fragrance, is that fair, of the transformation that those people experienced in that square on that afternoon. Now, what happened? So the inside of the inside, the interior face of reality that's always there opened up. They placed their attention because the music, right, literally opened up the interior face of reality. Nothing changed. and everything changed. Now stay close. So how many of the faces did you notice? How many people were watching faces? Just show of hands, watching faces. Right? You could tell a story about each face, couldn't you? Right? Now we're going to start this tomorrow. We're not going to do it now. But if I would ask you to actually talk about different faces, you could find one or two, maybe three, not so easy. But if you place your attention again and again, you'll actually begin to meet each face, to remember each face, and you'll actually begin to know, right? 𝗍𝗰𝗶𝗰𝗶, right? Right? An enormous amount about each face. And each time you watch the clip, you do it as an actual practice of Homo Amor, because we need Homo Amor practices where you place your attention, you let the music enter you, ode to joy. The square, the politic, the communion is transformed, and you collect all of the faces. And what we'll see, because we're going to actually come back to that clip, right, again and again, what you'll see is that actually you can collect virtually all the faces in the clip in a period of watching it if you place your attention. And you'll find each face. Remember the face of the girl, right, who put the, right, who remembers the face of the girl who put, right, the first, right? And who was the first musician who played? Right, the man with the bald head, remember? Do you remember the second time he appeared? Who remembers? I see, right? A couple of people remember. He appeared a second time. Was his face the same the second time as the first time? Completely different, wasn't it? Right, so just that story, that's one story there, right? Right? Everyone caught the guy who was dramatic, who said, the unshaven guy who said, wow. You catch him? Who caught him? Right, he was easy to catch, right? He was right? Right? Who caught the girl who had just kind of broken up from a relationship, was just kind of resting in the space? And I talked about this a couple of weeks ago with a couple of friends as we watched this clip. Who caught that girl? Who caught her? Who caught her? She had blonde hair. She was wearing a kind of leather, kind of yellow, kind of jacket. And she was kind of, anyone catch her? You'll catch her next time, right? You'll see her. She's a whole figure, right? So there's actually about 40 major figures here. And you can actually catch each one of them. They're all in my head, each one of them. I can find any one of them in 1 second and talk to each one of them. Place your attention. And you place your attention on face, right? So that's the practice we're talking about this week. Okay? When we talk about, and I said yesterday, find someone, right, and fall in love with them. So you think, that's a crazy idea. That's weird, right? Well, but actually just go slow for a second. When you fall in love with someone, we're not talking about ordinary love. We're talking about outrageous love. Outrageous love is the eros that lives, right, in the very center of cosmos itself, that lives uniquely as me, right? It's this force of allurement of which all the attractive forces are specific cases, which evolves, lives uniquely in me, and I can see your face, and I can fall madly in love with your face. Right? That's the practice. I actually have to catch the face. Face in Hebrew is panim, P-A-N-I-M, the original Semitic language. And panim means face, and it means inside. And there are 45 muscles in a face. And almost all of the muscles are for actually disclosing the interiority, the inside of the inside, the holy of the holies, right? The deepest of the deep. So placing attention on the face is everything. And if you actually place attention on someone's face, you can't help but fall madly in love, right? And you actually let your heart burst open right? Looking at someone's face. It's like, Short. Like, cha! Look at that face. Right? Look at that face. Look at this. Look at Short for a second. Let's all fall in love with Short. Like, look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. Like, cha! Right? Like, oh my God, literally my heart just like, cha! Right? Your heart just bursts open. Right? How could you not? You'd have to be, right, an ossified fossil not to fall madly in love with Short. Right? Who are you? Right? But that's actually true. Right? You actually fall madly in love.